It's been months since Xbox One launched, and Microsoft made its pitch to not only be your home for video games, but become a huge part of your multimedia experience too. And I've tried to give that part a fair shot, and I know it's not very cool to say you're a big fan of Kinect, and I'm okay with admitting I'm not very cool, and I'm actually a pretty big fan of Kinect. You know, when it works. Xbox Select. Go to Netflix. Go to Netflix. Xbox, go to Netflix. But I'm not really here to lay into Kinect for not hearing what I have to say every single time. To be honest, it works for me just often enough that I find myself continually using it. Being able to say go to Netflix or go to Amazon Instant Video really is convenient. And when I'm in the middle of a Hearthstone match on my iPad, yeah! It's great to just line up a new episode of Justified. But while Microsoft might not have made the explicit promise that everything on your Xbox One could be controlled through your voice, it sure feels that way, doesn't it? Why is a Kinect in every single box? And once you've experienced the convenience of bouncing through menus with your voice, you kind of want to keep using your voice, even if the Xbox One interface fights you the whole way. It seems ridiculous that Microsoft constantly wants me to pick up the controller, yet I have to. Take Netflix, for instance. There's a new Godzilla movie coming out, and I want to waste my time watching as many Godzilla movies as humanly possible. Guess I better search for Godzilla, right? You can tell Kinect to bring up search, but you'll need a controller handy then. Except that's not entirely true. You can ask Kinect to search the storefronts through Bing, which can then search through Netflix offerings with your voice. Xbox Bing. Godzilla. More movies. Godzilla Rodan. It actually works pretty well, but for whatever reason, you can't use your voice to search in the Netflix app itself. It's clumsy. The little differences between apps are weird too. Let's head into Amazon Instant Video. In Amazon Video, the movie and TV titles can be said out loud. That's not true of Netflix, which forces you to memorize its weird list of itemized boxes. Whether this is the case of Netflix and Amazon developing these apps differently, I don't really know, but it's a glaring, annoying inconsistency that throws me off when I just want to watch something. That's to say nothing of the even stranger inconsistencies in the way voice interacts with the interface's smaller details. You see the search icon in the corner of the Amazon app? You can't use it without goofily waving your hand around or picking up a controller. But if you choose the menu option with the controller and perform a little magic, voila! Now you can say search to enter a search feature that doesn't react to voice, just like the Netflix app. At least in Amazon's app, though, it won't let you even access search without a controller, which suggests the designers wanted to make sure you weren't being misled about functionality. Voice can become frustrating when it comes to discoverability. Since I'm a big horror guy, chances are I'm going to want to browse the horror movies on Netflix to see what's been added. This is not the most pleasant experience in the world, and I'm sorry for what I'm about to put you through, truly. Xbox Select. Next page. 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 I'm so sorry. Let's just sit in abject silence for a moment and forget that ever happened. It's made even worse when you realize how quickly it is to navigate through the same damn thing with a controller. It just goes to show that we have a long way to go in realizing how to use voice, even if the technology is catching up and getting to a place where it can be implemented more often. It doesn't mean it's actually useful. But that's just this crappy app continuing to be crappy. It actually turns out Bing is a pretty powerful tool for discoverability with voice. It was able to handle even some of my weirdest queries, including the one I was involved with. It's not perfect, but if you're just looking for something to watch, it works surprisingly well and doesn't require you to use the controller. What does all this mean, other than giving me an opportunity to test out my capture hardware and editing a video essay in Premiere? Well, I guess what I'm saying is that I'm one of those weirdos that enjoys using his voice and technology. I use Siri every day to create reminders and send text messages. I want to use Kinect to make navigation a breeze. In some ways, we're in the future I want. In many ways, either the technology or software just isn't there yet. Either way, I'm going to keep being a hopeful weirdo. Oh, and if you want to see more stuff like this, make sure and let me know in the comments.